In the Middle Ages, power wore armor, and wisdom carried ink. Are you ready to wield the sword or sharpen the quill? Welcome to Medieval Chronicles. Before a warrior falls, before blood darkens the grass, before history remembers a name she already knows. In the mist of ancient Ireland, when the sky pressed low over the earth and the wind carried the scent of iron, there was a presence that no shield could stop. Not a goddess of glory, not a goddess of mercy, but a goddess of inevitability. Her name was the Morrigan. And when she appeared, someone would not see the next sunrise. They called her the Great Queen. They called her the Phantom Queen. But names are fragile things. The Morrigan was not merely queen of a kingdom. She was queen of the space between heartbeat and silence. She did not march with armies. She did not shout commands. She watched, and in her watching, fate tightened. In the old Irish cycles, especially in the Ulster Cycle, she moves through story like storm clouds gathering beyond sight. You do not see her at first. You feel pressure. You sense change in the air. And then, the Raven. To modern ears, war is chaos. To the ancient Irish mind, it was order revealed through violence. Conflict was bound by ritual, by honor, by consequence, and above it all hovered the Morrigan. She did not create battle. She completed it. Where warriors saw enemies, she saw balance. Where kings saw ambition, she saw legitimacy, or its absence. Because she was not only a goddess of war, she was a goddess of sovereignty. The land itself fortune who deserved to rule it. And when a king failed, the land answered through famine, through rebellion, through blood. One night, before a decisive clash, a young warrior rested by a river. His name would become legend, Cú Chulainn. She came to him not as a crow, but as a woman. Radiant, powerful, offering love. He refused her, and in that refusal, he rejected something far greater than affection. He rejected destiny. The Morrigan does not beg. She transforms. In battle, she returned as an eel beneath his feet. He struck her. As a wolf driving cattle, he wounded her. As a charging heifer, he broke her form again. 3 times he resisted. 3 times he believed he had triumphed. But fate does not retreat. It waits. Years later, wounded beyond healing, Cú Chulainn tied himself to a standing stone. He would die upright, facing his enemies. Even in death, defiant. 4 hours, no one dared approach him, until a raven descended and settled upon his shoulder. Only then did his enemies understand. The Morrigan had claimed him. The hero was no more. This is not cruelty. It is conclusion. Sometimes she is one. Sometimes she is 3 Morrigan, Bad Bay and Matcha. 3 voices shrieking above the battlefield. 3 shadows crossing the moon. 3 aspects of the same truth. Life, death, renewal. In Celtic thought, 3 is movement, a spiral, a turning. Nothing ends without becoming something else. Even war, even kings, even empires. There were whispers among warriors. If, before battle, you saw a woman washing blood from armor at the riverbank, it was already decided. This image echoes through centuries, evolving into the banshee of later folklore. But its origin is older. It is the Morrigan at the threshold of time. She does not guess the future. She stands in it. The Morrigan is not nurturing. She is not romantic. She is not softened by later myth. She is power without apology. In a culture of warriors, she stands above them, testing, provoking, deciding. She cannot be conquered because she is not an opponent. She is structure itself. You cannot defeat gravity. You cannot defeat winter. You cannot defeat. Imagine the battlefield after the clash. The ringing has stopped. The shouting has faded, mist rolls and wings descend. The Morrigan does not celebrate. She witnesses, she ensures that sacrifice is marked, that destiny is fulfilled. That death is not random, but woven into the pattern of existence. Did warriors have choice? Yes. They chose courage. They chose loyalty. They chose defiance, but the frame around their choices that belonged to her, the Morrigan, does not strip away agency. She defines its limits. You may choose how you stand, not whether you will one day fall. Christian scribes recorded her story centuries later. They softened her, feared her, sometimes recast her as something darker. But she endured, because every culture knows this truth. Power has consequence, victory has cost, and destiny waits patiently. So what is the Morrigan? Truly a goddess, a personification of death, a symbol of sovereignty. She is the moment before certainty, the breath before impact, the shadow that reminds kings. They are mortal, and when the final battle of any life approaches, whether fought with sword or silence, somewhere in the unseen distance, a raven watches, not in hatred, not in mercy, but in knowledge. In the Middle Ages, power, war, armor, and wisdom carried ink. But fate carried wings. Are you ready to face it? This is Medieval Chronicles.